Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel.
I am Rex, and he denied me a whiskey, so I had to give him a little taste of the back of my hand. Right in there.
Which is right.
Right in
I
there.
should say I was in a mild altercation.
With the back of my hand.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So, dry week is over. We are shooting this before dry week even starts.
We got T-minus 30 minutes
before dry week starts. So, if anything happens during the dry week, we're not going to hear about it on this video.
I don't know. But all the videos after this should be...
But let's just say this is a gift from Mr. Jim Nash.
Jim Nash, you magnificent bastard.
Fight.
Now, we've had a slew.
Oh, by the way.
Can we call it a slew? Can I use the word slew if multiple things have
I
happened?
was about to interrupt, but you got me at slew. Continue.
Okay. We've had a slew of incorrect naming
I was about to say.
scenarios.
I was about to say.
We forgot about Titan.
We did.
We spent 2 weeks coming up with Titan, and then completely forgot about Titan.
So I was on the.
I feel bad about
I was
it.
on the messenger with the Brad LaCroix there.
And he's like, what the
I was like, dude, why did you demote me? I was like, what the f are you talking about, Brad? It's like, I was Titan. It's like, what? Oh.
So we forgot John Verstraete, and then we remembered him, but then we forgot Brad.
Right.
And the thing is, they're always waiting for the correction. I think they forget we shoot like 5 days ahead of time. So when we make a mistake, it'll take a week for us to come back around and correct it.
Say like, hey guys.
Yeah, remember a week ago?
One thing that we should be doing, we'll get to the whiskey, don't worry.
Yeah.
One thing we should be doing is anytime we make any kind of inaccurate statement or mistake, just pin our own comment under the video.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that.
Done. And then we'll still do tightening.
Then we'll still do it later. All right, so we've done 1792.
Right.
We did their foolproof from Mitch, brought us the foolproof.
Yeah.
And we've compared it to the classic. This is their bottled and bond.
Bottled and bond.
Bottled and bond. This is the Barton 1792 distillery.
So it's a 50% alcohol, 100 proof.
Right, because that's one of the requirements of bottled and bond. Mm-hmm. And
Yeah. You know what? It's pretty bourbony.
single barrel select.
Pretty bourbony. I'm getting more honey than the average bourbon.
I'm still getting that very vanilla honey.
Yeah, but across
Right.
the board, this is going to be your...
But there is a really nice musty note to it.
You know what? It seems like 9 out of 10 bourbons are going for classic bourbon, tried and true bourbon. Bourbons that they know. It's a flavor profile. It's taste that people adore. They have a lot of history with. But occasionally you get like a 1 out of 10 bourbon that's just weird and different and funky. Those are always fun. But I've never seen one of those penetrate the mass market. This is a mass market bourbon.
Oh, it's much drier and astringent on the palate than I would have thought from the nose. Mm-hmm. Still sweet.
Yeah, well, drier than you would expect.
Yes. It's not dry. It's just drier than I would have anticipated.
It's a nice layer of the barrel tannin without getting sharp, right? You get a thick layer of that barrel tannin, but it doesn't get so astringent.
That it dries your mouth out.
Yeah.
You know, this is a really good morphine chaser.
Oh yeah, he's on the morphine. The velocity of the back of my hand came at such speed. If I didn't have adamantium bones, my hand would have exploded, but his hobbity little face took the brunt of it.
So bottled in bond. Yeah, you know how impressive my face would be if you hit me at that level of power and all I got was a little scratch on my forehead and I'm like, so...
Let's try it.
Yeah. So bottled in bond, remember, is one of the most probably the most astringent, strict requirement for whiskey in the U.S. It means it has to come from one distiller,
Right.
one distillery,
One season.
during one distillation season,
Right.
aged 4 years, and bottled at 100 proof.
So the distillation season, clarify this for me. What is a distillation season? I mean,
Well,
because-
remember, this goes all the way back to farming.
Okay.
Traditionally, there are 2 harvest seasons.
Yeah.
And that's traditionally when you would distill, when the harvest came in.
Mm-hmm.
And you had excess grain and you go ahead and distill it instead of sell it.
Yeah.
Right? So that's traditionally the season, spring and fall, roughly. Mm-hmm. Right? And it's just sort of stayed that way.
Okay.
It denotes a different section of the 6-month calendar.
Fair enough. So it's a 6-month period of time.
Right. So
This is vanilla, honey, brown sugar, a little bit carrot caramel, and if you like that barrel base, you're gonna get that barrel tannin that stays with you, but it's
It's starting to mellow out a little bit for me in the palate. Do we want to compare something totally different? Because I don't have any, and remember, I want to clarify this for people. People are still going, hey, you compared it, but that's not all the same thing. I'm just trying to show you what's something. Now, you can get this in a lot of places.
I have comments.
Oh, yeah. Rex has comments.
Where are my comments?
Right here.
Okay. John Verstrate, a whole week apart from Fresh Vault videos. Sigh. Guess I'll go spend time with my family.
How was the family time, John? That's not that much fun.
The family's like, oh yeah, you live here.
Yeah. What's your name again?
Yeah.
John Verstrate?
Carl Porter, did they talk about forgetting the bastard to bastard somebody right after opening the new bottle of Lot 40 without ever mentioning who got it for them?
Yeah.
Did you do that?
No, no one got us the Lot 40.
Right.
I mean, that wasn't someone that needed to be bastarded.
We're still allowed to buy our own whiskeys.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, we're actually using this comparison thing to be able to try some of the stuff that we wouldn't get to except from the donations.
Kevin W. Eaches. Blood whiskey should be a thing now, I guess.
I remember I said I tasted copper.
yeah.
What I meant was iron, but I kept saying copper.
You feel like blood and you're just
So what would be in a
weird.
blood whiskey?
Weird.
Like what? Would it be Irish, Scottish, or American? I'm thinking it's got to be super dark, which either means it's Scottish and we use E150 food coloring.
Transylvania make a whiskey?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Well, then there's the
blood
opportunity.
whiskey?
There's your market opportunity.
Yeah, they could just highlight one of the most atrocious parts of their history by naming a whiskey after
You know
it.
what? Look, it's
It'd be like calling a whiskey the Spanish Inquisition.
if you're enough generations removed, so everybody that's alive doesn't even know somebody that knew somebody that went through that.
It can be funny now.
Well, I didn't say funny.
Yeah.
It could be.
I don't think that's gonna work.
It could be profitable.
Yeah.
Even worse. Okay. Were we going to compare anything?
No, I think if you like the 1792, this is like it, but just a little more dense in all of its flavors.
Okay.
It didn't really change the game.
All right.
Anyway, it's a rough start to it after a dry week. Our reviewing wheels are rusty, I guess.
So, are you not going to tell us why I gave you the back of my hand?
Nope.
He knows. Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, fight for
If
from
you steal me, steal a lover's heart.
And if you drink,
He's all befuddled because the velocity. May you drink with us. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, and drop a question or comment down below.